Hey, welcome to Loose Change. Batteries are included, no assembly required. That's a pretty good deal, isn't it? And so is the show we have for you, so you want to stay as you are, for sure. As for me, it's the usual thing, Greg. I'm at home recently, laying on the couch, dozing in and out, TV's on, and I wake up and I see this movie about this distant planet in the galaxy where there's absolutely no signs of intelligent life. And then I look closer, it's just the Kardashians again. Life has been tough for the Cleveland Browns, hasn't it? Oh, wow. Head coach Hugh Jackson, it's not gone easy for him. And recently, he was at home, went downstairs to get his holiday decorations. The door closed behind him and locked him in. This guy can't get a break. Even at his own house, he finds himself stuck in the basement. What's he gonna do? I'm watching, Greg, some NFL football, and the Redskins were on it, and their defense was running a lot of cover one. And I was thinking, that's really different because these days in Washington, they go with cover up. So, hope everyone's having a great holiday or had a great holiday, no matter what the situation is. And it's always fun for everyone, and especially the kids, no doubt. But you know what? Things have changed in recent years. Things have changed for kids. It's different for them now. It's easier for kids today. Don't you guys think? Oh, it really is. I mean, think about it. When we were kids, if you were bad at Christmas time, you got a lump of coal. Today, if kids are bad at Christmas time, they get a lump from coals. Works out for them, I guess. Speaking of that, you know what, Greg? Well, I have that on my mind. Happy holidays. There's a card for you there. Yeah. Hope you like that. What's that? It's my water bill. You can have it. You can keep it if you like. I'm doing my holiday shopping. I went by this plaza, and there was a Walmart there, as usual. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go in and see what's going on because we always make fun. And I went to the sporting goods section, and they had these really neat weights. They were really different, you know, to work out with. And I thought, what a great customer experience they offer at Walmart. Here, you can get into weightlifting, or you can get into shoplifting. Hey, we've got great stuff coming up from the fantastic YSU Dana School of Music. So you want to sit tight right here and hang loose on Loose Change. We'll be right back.
Zoom Wi-Fi is the area's fastest and most reliable internet experience. Whether you use the internet for email, streaming video, or gaming, Zoom allows you to choose the service plan that's right for you. And Zoom Wi-Fi makes it easy for everyone in your home to safely and securely surf the web at the same time. You can stream video from anywhere in your home or catch up on your emails from the couch. Call today and we'll help you find the Zoom level that's just right for you. The future is faster with Zoom.
Welcome back to Loose Change. I'm Jim Evans, and I have the great pleasure to be joined by the YSU Dana School of Music Director of Choral Activities and Associate Professor Dr. Hae-Jong Lee. Dr. Lee, thanks for being with us. It's great to meet you, and we sure appreciate you coming in. Now, I looked at your bio, and your resume is so impressive. It's so extensive. It's far too much to get through everything. We don't have enough time. But if you would, for those who don't know, if you could briefly tell us where you're from, where you went to school, and how you arrived at Youngstown.
Right. I was born in South Korea, southeast corner, so which is second largest city, Busan City. That's my hometown. Mm-hmm. That's about 4 million mega big city actually. Mm-hmm. I was born around suburb area, mountainside actually. I call myself mountain boy because of behind my home. That's about 2,400 foot big mountain. So that was my playground. So wow. I was grown up there, and then after secondary study, and then I went to first engineering school actually.
Oh wow!
So studied 3 years, and then I felt I should be a musician. So I quit that, and then I studied to go to music school. So I went to Seoul National University in Seoul, about 5 hours distance from my home, the farthest. If you go further, you have to go to North Korea,
Oh, wow.
but small country. But anyway, I went there and I studied music. I was a voice major, performance, and then after graduation, I taught a couple of years in middle school as a musical teacher, and then I've sung a professional choir. It's called the Seoul Motet Choir. I'm very proud of part of that inauguration member of that, and then I helped as part of administration also. That was professional choir. That was it, and then I was so hungry to learn something more. About the time when I was in Korea, I mean, there was no further study was almost impossible in there. So I looked for education, and then I found good place in America. I mean, of course, the heaven in America. There are so many things you can do. So I found Westminster Choir College, Princeton, New Jersey.
Yeah.
That school I went. I got the choral conducting master's degree, and I continued to study at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign for my doctoral degree, choral literature and conducting. So that was my education basically. Mm-hmm. And then, by the time almost I was graduating, I wanted to get more experience. More experience means more study. Mm-hmm. I mean, staying in this country means opportunity. That was, right. And I was hoping someday I might go back to my home country and then I might teach. That was always, I believe anybody who comes from foreign country, they have that aspiration. But I was still hungry. I mean, I need to learn how to teach here. So in the first job interview actually was Youngstown.
Oh, wow.
And then I applied, and then somehow that clicked. That was 2002. So I got in Youngstown, and then that was beginning of my life in Youngstown. And then now Youngstown became my home. I mean, not only teaching at Youngstown State University Dana School of Music, I have community choirs, which Stambo Chorus and Warren Civic Chorus.
Yeah.
Both are kind of my home also, and those members from this community, music lovers, they are some of the best people in town. Mm-hmm. And then, those people I support, they support me. We make music together. We serve this community. So, teaching at YSU is the biggest part, but side, that community connection, all those things make this Youngstown area my home. Perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, we're fortunate to have you here. Of course, Dana School of Music with an international reputation, I believe. And describe the types of different choruses and choirs and chorales that are involved there.
Right. At Youngstown State University Dana School of Music, we have currently mixed choirs, chamber choirs, and then single gender choirs. We have a Dana Choral as a chamber choir, mixed chorus, and auditioned choir. And then we have University Chorus, mixed choir. And then we have a YSU Barbershop Chorus, which is men's chorus. And then I started several years ago women's chorus also.
Oh, okay,
but
great.
so that's a component. And when we have a bigger event, we put together as a symphonic choir. That's what currently we have. So hopefully we can expand more the program. But the important thing at the YSU Dana School of Music Choral Ensemble means we support the music education. As a core part of music education, I believe the choral ensemble singing is so important. When those musicians come into the ensemble, they experiment all those learnings, what they learn from music history class, music theory class, their applied lessons. They come in. When they sing, they have to experiment through their hearing, and then they're singing through their voice. So they match the sound, they express their feelings through the sound. It's something different from instrumental performance. Mm-hmm. Is singing involves the text. So you have to deal with words, how to capture the essence of the words and the meaning and the poet, and then those the background and then you conceptualize everything through your own voice, using your muscles. It's not easy thing.
There's a lot more involved.
A lot more involved.
Yes.
Not just rhythm and pitch, and then some phrasings. It goes in lots of muscular, and then thinking process goes in. So I think that's so valuable thing for me. Yeah.
You obviously have a lot of great students to work with.
Yes, I mean that's one of those fortunes we have. We have many great talented students coming in. So those students combine together. I mean, individually they learn from all those classes. We have world-class faculty members, not only in the studio, and world-class performers, and in classes, history and music theory, and then many other classes. I mean, that's our pride. The great faculty supports together, and then those kids come together as an ensemble. It creates powerful performance.
Well, that's great. You know, we're going to serve a little sampling of some great performers down at YSU. This is the Dana Barbershop Chorus, and we'll feature some of their holiday music, and then we'll be back with a little more with Dr. Lee. So stick with us. Here they are.
Armstrong introduced Zoom Internet, and it was quickly praised for its speed and reliability. Over the years, it has remained the area's best internet choice because of our commitment to evolution, network quality, and award-winning customer service. We'd like to thank our customers for being part of the Zoom internet journey. 2 decades of innovation from one of the nation's best service providers. The future is faster with Zoom.
Welcome back to Loose Change. That was great, wasn't it? And we're still fortunate to have Dr. Lee with us to talk a little bit more about what's going on down at the fantastic Dana School of Music. And you had mentioned the Dana Chorale. This past May, am I correct, you had a 6-city tour in Korea?
Right.
Talk about that and how that went.
I mean, to me that was a miracle. I mean, it's planning international tour is a sort of a dream for any conductor.
I would think, yeah.
That came out of kind of nowhere. But a few years ago, I was invited to bring my chamber choir to Chicago by a Korean community, Korean professional musicians. They have their musicians group, and Judson University piano faculty who is organizing special professional concert there. They usually organize fundraising concert to bring one free ride student from Korea, a little bit underserved students, talented student bring, and they give full ride. So in order to do that, they have fundraising concert and organizing all professional performers usually. And then they have done about 10 years. And then once when I went to a convention, I met the person and she mentioned, would you like to bring your chamber choir for this occasion? But when you bring, you need to perform some Korean music also, not only Western music. So I thought, oh, when is date? And then, when I checked the schedule, was perfect. After our spring concert, next day we just traveled to Chicago, we could do. And then I was thinking, oh, if that's possible, if you can support some budget, we will go, and on the returning way, we can visit some high schools, and it becomes our kind of recruitment trip. Oh, wow. So I approached to provost and the dean, and then they were very supportive. They were very glad. So we made the trip, and then we prepared some portion of Korean music, and they performed to Chicago audience, majority Korean American and some Americans. After performance, the reaction was, it's explosive. They really loved, and then we were strongly recommended by them, please bring this group to Korea. So that was big momentum. And then there were some Korean TV broadcasting companies came and broadcasted, and then they had connection with national Korean TV. And then about 10-minute clip went to Korea nationally. And then that's on YouTube, and currently actually that YouTube was seen more than 30,000 viewers in 1.5 years. So that was momentum, and then I planned further, and actually I connected, and then with the associate provost, international office person, we went to last year October Korea, and we visited 6 universities, and then things rolled down miraculously so well. So we had connection. So we set 3 university visits, 6 cities, 2 churches, 1 international high school. We could do it. There were a lot of support from YSU, and then those things, and we had a lot of fundraising concerts. We visited Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Ashtabula. Those things all helped. And then most importantly, students' willingness to learn those difficult Korean music in Korean in short time. And then all came together, and then we had really successful, I believe it was really successful experience. We had 24 students visited, and we, not only those official 6 concerts, we had numerous street performance, like a pop-up concert, and in touring site, palace, you name any place. Restaurant, that was a great experience. Absolutely. So I want to expand that experience in the future continuously. So now I know how it works. So I'm hoping to plan in a couple of years, and another one in a few years. Those things I'm planning. Yeah.
You had mentioned your involvement with the Warren Civil Chorus. Is that correct? And and being out involved in the community like that is important to you, isn't it? Talk about that if you want.
Yeah, I mean, that's to me, when I came to Youngstown, you know, I know in many big schools, the core activity directors, usually they involve with community activity also. I mean, that's important part of my service. I mean, I have some expertise in a sense in choral area. If I just teach in school, that's limitation. I wanted to expand, and I knew there is Stammer Chorus in town. I knew there is Warren Civic Chorus, but I can't just jump in. There is their own directors. Somehow the opportunity came from Stammer Chorus. So I will apply, and they accepted me. And then somehow I heard Warren Civic Chorus, and then the one of board member was in Stammer Chorus. And then when they were looking for a new director, he approached me, would you like to consider? So I can consider, and what are you up to? And then I found out Warren Civic Chorus, they perform yearly Messiah, Handel's Messiah, great music which I love dearly. So I couldn't pass that opportunity. I jumped in, and then I helped them to grow. And now, Stammer Chorus and Warren Civic Chorus, both are financially much more stable, and they can hire professional orchestra and soloists yearly. So we are doing that. I mean, that helping, working is not only helping. I mean, for me, they help me also. It's when I have community. So it really builds me into one of beautiful musical community. Yeah, I feel that's, I'm fortunate for.
Absolutely,
Yes, yes,
and again, I can't emphasize enough how fortunate the Youngstown State is to have you involved. As far as before we hear some more music, as far as what you're doing down at school, is there a way that people watching and people in the community can find out about what's going on, what you're doing? Just go to. Do you have a website that they can investigate?
Yeah, if anybody is interested in our concert, they can come to Dana's Grove Music website. Then there should be each semester the concert schedules. They can come and see, and then some concerts are free concerts, some are the paid. There is, so they can see that one. And then if you are interested in community concerts, then you can go Stammer Chorus website or Warren Civic Chorus website.
Very good, very good. Well, again, I can't thank you enough for being with us, and it's such a pleasure to meet you. And hopefully we can do this again, maybe a little more at length.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, more of the great Dana School of Music and more Barbershop Chorus for you.
My
Well, that's going to do it for our show, unfortunately. But thanks so much again to Dr. Hae-Jong Lee and to the terrific Dana School of Music performers. And thanks, as always, to Greg Roten. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to my mom, Heidi and Had, Kathy and Darren, and the Edwards family, Sammy, and everyone else as well. And wishes for a great, great New Year ahead. We'll catch you next time on Loose Change. Alexa, take us out of here.